guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's go ahead and start talking about what is on our agenda for the day. So while that checklist loads, the first thing is always watching the daily video. The next thing is always reading for 10 minutes. So make sure you're getting your 10 minutes in. A lot of you have a book that you're committed to. If you don't by this point, don't feel ashamed, but let me help you. I would love to make some recommendations for you. Otherwise, also Miss Holt is making recommendations for you guys every day, so be sure to keep checking that link that she's made for you, Miss Holt's book of the day. And she also has audiobook and ebook help. So if you need access to a book, be sure to consult those things, because next class is going to be a reading check, and I will be looking for a bit more information than what I asked for in the original first reading check of the Flipgrid. That was kind of an introduction. Now I'm going to be looking for a little bit more. So be sure that you've got a good amount of reading under your belt, that you'll be able to respond to that reading check next time. Okay, so if you need to pause this video and read for 10 minutes, please do so. If you plan to maybe read after this video, awesome. Let's keep going. The other thing that we are doing today is Pear Deck Ethos practice. So last class you did guided notes on pathos, ethos, logos. That I think maybe was a little confusing to some of you as I looked over your guys' work. And that's okay. Don't worry about that. I know that these words sound strange. It might be a new concept to most of you. So we're kind of just dipping our toes in the water. That was our introduction. Now we're really going to explore each one of those individually, and I think this is going to help a lot of you with your understanding. So we're doing a Pear Deck. I think many of you are familiar with this from other classes, but we haven't done these with my class, so if you guys have questions, please email me. And so there's a link, and you're going to really be practicing ethos in particular, but it does give you a review. I'm going to go ahead and go to what it looks like for you guys. I think this is the first slide. Oh, this is the first slide. So why are we studying this again? If you can include a combination of these three elements in your persuasive writing and speaking, you will appeal to an audience's emotions, sense of reasoning, and their belief in you. All three of those things are a great thing and make you a more convincing speaker and arguer. So trying to use all three of these to an extent in all of your arguments will automatically make you better at argument. Here it kind of goes over what these three things are. I'd like for you to read this and annotate this. The way we've typically annotated in my class has been to underline important things, circle or highlight key concepts or key words, and then the angry cloud, you guys know, with like the spikes, is what we use for unfamiliar or confusing parts or words. So if you'd like to keep using that, please do. If you don't want to use that, and if you want to just use annotating in a way that makes sense to you and is helpful to you to better understand the reading, that's fine with me. So make sure that you are utilizing, because I think some of these things will be helpful to you, the line, the highlighter, and the pencil. I think will all be helpful here. And of course the eraser if you make a mistake. Here I've got a multiple choice question that asks you about which example is not an example of ethos. If you're watching the video, here's a quick hint. It is not the one that I have selected. So you'll answer that question. Got a little bit more reading and annotating, same gig as the slide before as far as what I expect from annotating. This one asks you if this example is ethos, so you'll either put yes or no. Please use the text tool here, and then a short explanation of why it is or is not ethos. And same thing on this slide. Here's a quick example of a storyboard that exemplifies ethos. Kind of a good one. You might have seen something like that on TV. And then you get to sort of make your own storyboard on this slide, or a drawing at least. So you can pick between these three scenarios which one that you would like to illustrate. So this is your last one. I'd probably use the pencil on this, use the colors, get creative, make me a drawing here that will exemplify one of these three examples. You don't have to do all three, okay? And that is the last bit of your Pear Deck for today. So I hope that this slide helps you understand ethos a little bit better. You can anticipate in ELA and in reading class that we're going to also be tackling pathos and logos coming up soon. Okay, happy working. I hope everything goes well. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. Love you guys.